I know there's been quite a gap from my last video, but I've been busy playing Ghost of Tsushima on my PlayStation so that I could bring out a review of that game. Gaming can be pretty time consuming, so if you wanted to know why there has been a gap of almost a week, well, now you know. I haven't still finished the game and I still got halfway through, so hopefully we'll put out a review sometime next week. So there I was randomly browsing through my YouTube feed, and then all of a sudden I came across the Batman trailer. Nope, not the Christopher Nolan one and not the Ben Affleck one, but the new Batman starring Robert Pattinson. Yes, the Robert Pattinson. The one who was in the Twilight movies. Okay, hold on. Before you go all batshit crazy on me, hear me out. I personally feel Robert Pattinson is an amazing actor. Full disclaimer, I haven't watched any of the Twilight movies, not even a single one. I tried sitting through the first one and I literally quit 30 minutes through the movie. Granted, many people feel the same way about those movies, but it is not the actor's fault. The movies were quite bad, and I personally think Robert Pattinson did the best he could with what he was given. And however, after he was done with this movie, he is still probably associated with them. After that, he did do a number of mainstream movies and a few of the indie movies, but most of those movies didn't quite stand out or was not an overnight sensation. But now that he's playing the role of probably the most iconic superhero of all time, it is time he's given the credit he is due. In all fairness, he's out of the shadows of the Twilight saga and has quite a few good movies lined up under him. He was great in last year's The Lighthouse, and he also stars a leading role in this year's Christopher Nolan's movie Tenet. So the trailer was badass. I was literally mind blown after watching the teaser trailer for the Batman. There were so many moments that were just awesome and extraordinary, and the trailer definitely showed promise that this is going to be a kick-ass movie. You can definitely tell this version of Batman is going to be more darker than the previous iterations. So for those who don't know, the Batman centers on the beginning years of the vigilante crime fighter. Matt Reeves, the director of this movie, said explicitly that he's not going to do another Batman origin story. He quoted that the origin story of the Cape Crusader has been done quite a few times already, and that he's going to focus his first few years of him already being Batman. So Batman in this movie is supposedly around 30 years of age and is just beginning his crime fighting days and not fully formed. So this movie is about where he goes from there. First of all, Robert Pattinson looks amazing as Batman. I dug the suit that he was wearing, which looks a lot like tactical armor, and you can see the gashes and the bullet dents on the suit that looks quite worn from all the fights he's been through. The suit looks tough, and there was a particular scene in the trailer where you can see a bullet ricocheting off the suit. So we know that it can take a hit. I don't know if this suit will evolve throughout the movie, but the one he was wearing in the trailer looks promising. We also get to see eye makeup for the first time. I mean, why was this never shown in the previous iterations of Batman? In the comics, we do see Batman don a black eye makeup under his cowl to hide his identity even more. Even in Ben Affleck's and Christian Bale's movie, we don't get to see any hint of it. So it is good to know that this version of Batman has it. As of now, we do not have full details of the story, but from what we could see in the trailer, we see Batman going against a serial killer who is hinted to be the Riddler. Although it is not mentioned explicitly, it is fairly obvious to see Riddler trademarks throughout the trailer and a famous Riddler one-liner that is quite nostalgic. In the opening shot of the trailer, we get to see a man in green jacket who's using a duct tape to cover the face of a murder victim he just killed to send a message for Batman. We also get to see a few other scenes in the trailer that shows people being killed or being forced to deliver messages to the Batman. So it is up to Batman to figure out why this is happening, while also delving into a deeper rooted corruption involving Gotham's crime lords and also quite possibly involving the Wayne family members. According to Matt Reeves, we get to see this version of Batman doing more of a detective role than the crime fighting. So you do know that Batman was once called the world's greatest detective in the comics. So in this movie is going to be more of that noir, dark detective style movie which is taking inspiration from that genre of movies. Fun fact, we get to see Jeffrey Wright as James Gordon and Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. According to this movie's official IMDb page, we also get to see that Andy Serkis is going to be playing the role of Alfred Pennyworth, Paul Dano as the Riddler, and Colin Farrell as Oswald Cobblepot aka the Penguin. I had to do a double take in this trailer to actually spot him. Yep, there he is. He looks completely unrecognizable. Zoe Kravitz looks pretty good as the Catwoman, but without the fancy suit that she's probably known for in the comics. We get to see those cat ears though. The reason for this is being is Matt Reeves disclosed in the interviews that most of the characters in this movie are not fully established or just about starting the journey to be those iconic characters that they will eventually become. Most of these characters will help Batman become the crime-fighting hero that he is in the comics. I'm digging the visual style of this movie. The colors look dark with shades of greys and blacks. The scenes look atmospheric with lots of dark noir inspirations. I like that they used Nirvana's Something in the Way song in the trailer. It gave this very surreal, dark feeling to it. A+ for the choice of music. There is also a scene in this trailer where Batman is doing a heavy pounding on this dude. Holy moly, can he throw a punch? The beatdown looks pretty raw and brutal. I like it. It shows the no-nonsense attitude, especially compared to the previous versions of Batman. I'm looking at you, Adam West. And the guy he's beating up is donning a Joker makeup. Are we going to see the Joker in this movie? That is definitely an Easter egg, but it would be fun seeing the Joker, and I'm pretty excited for which version of Joker they're going to bring in this movie. Or I could be horribly wrong. Whichever is the case, we will find out when this movie comes out. Oh, and speaking of this movie, did you get to look at Batman's new car? Yep, now that's what I'm talking about. Although I'm not sure if you will see a different version of it later on in the movie, but from the initial impressions alone, it looks badass as hell. However, I'm not so sure if it will last in a tactical firefight, but just from the looks alone, it's an A+. Compare that with Christopher Nolan's Tumbler, which was built like a tank. This feels a lot more subtle and a lot more easier to drive around town. Damn, I wish I had this car. As for the rest of the movie, there is still a lot we do not know about. We still don't know what the story is going to be like, and we haven't seen all the characters in the trailer. Here is hoping that we get to see more insight in the next trailer. Although from the general look that we got from this trailer, I can confidently say that Warner Bros has done a pretty good job. They succeeded in grabbing my attention, which is what trailers are supposed to do. So a job well done, I suppose. This movie is currently in production and will be out sometime in October of 2021, 1 year from now. So what did you think of this trailer? Did you like it? Was there something you do not like about this trailer? Or if you spotted some other Easter eggs, please sound off in the comment section below. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. If you want to be notified whenever a new video is up, please don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to stay notified. That's it for the end of this video. Stay safe and stay awesome, you guys. See you in the next video.